I am going to pull my carrots. These were last season's carrots, but they're very sweet because we had really, really cold weather. There's Oliver. I've got to pick them real quick, load him up, and go take these to my client. So let's tippy-toe out here and go ahead and pull them. I don't have time to wash them because they're waiting on me. They can wash them when they get home. When they get there. Oliver wants to play. I just don't have the time. I just got off work. I had to go by the laundromat and do some laundry, which took longer than expected. I have a feeling that this carrot's going to have ants on it. But I got to pull it anyway. Yep. Without fail, ants. I got to get rid of this. That has tons and tons of roots on it. All right, over here, this also has ants in it. So I'm going to have to discard this. I don't think this carrot's any good, but we can look at it. Okay, so let's see how these carrots did. Look how pretty. All right. Let's load that in there as well. I'm going to have to put it this way because, oh, they're nice and cold too. All right. Let's pull these. Are you helping? Say no and eat them. Oh, wow. Look at those. Isn't that pretty? Oh, my word. Let me look at this one. Look at that. I'll take some of these over to Ruth. Look at the baby. I'll give that one to Oliver. Oh, wow. These are gorgeous. Let me get in. Look at that. I know. I'll give this one to you. Here you go. Go chew. Goodbye. 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 The rest of these I'll give to my neighbor. Wow, look at that. I had one yellow, and these are gorgeous. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pull a few more. Whoops. Oh my word. Look how pretty. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh my word. All right, I'll pull the rest of them later, and I think this will be enough. I think these will be enough for my two clients. Okay, well, let's take these inside. I gotta go. All right, here's another problem child. This is my east-facing wall, okay? And this stays wet over here. So I planted bananas. These are my ice cream bananas. Hopefully this year they will produce. And I checked the stalks. They're pretty solid. They're not mushy. So when you cut your bananas, don't cut them where they're still firm, because a stalk will emerge this spring from here. So I think I'm just going to leave these alone until I start seeing some new growth. Of course, it's only January, so I got to get in here and put landscape fabric. I already have some, but I didn't maintain it, as you can see, and all I have to do is lift this landscape fabric and then restaple it after I push all the plants and stuff. I have elderberry, which is actually highly invasive where I live, and it's so prolific I don't need to save it in my yard. I have to cut down this cassia tree, and all of these canna lilies that you see that are brown here, I'm just going to cut them down to the ground and just landscape fabric right over them, and along with this elderberry. Of course, well, that is an abandoned ant bed. So I don't see any active ant beds out here, but I'm sure I will find one. And of course, I've got more Spanish needle. I just cannot keep on top of this, so I'm just going to have to cover it. I don't care if my whole yard is nothing but landscape fabric. I'm done with it. I can't keep a lawn guy, and I'm going to have to eventually move some of my podocarpus from where I planted some arborvitae over there and just transplant them over here in time. Maybe in this spot right here. But all this is just got to go. All these haciendas have to go, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. I just want to cut down this debris and get some landscape fabric rolled out and cut around my bananas and be done with it. I mean, I will eventually pull up all of this landscape fabric and get it done right, but for right now I don't have the time. I'm gonna call it good for now because I'm very tired. I know it didn't seem like I got a lot done, but I've got to cut around this and leave some open area because pups are going to be coming up from the rootstock, so I got to be careful with that. And I'll be using remnants to cover up the gaps. I got to cut that flap off and get this to lie down, and I'm going to have to burn that and then push it on up that way. And I can use that square part right there. I can use it over here or over there, somewhere over here. Nothing goes to waste. I'm going to cut it off here and then finish out up to there. So, and then like I said, I'm going to spray with that organic weed stuff and get rid of that. And I got to pull the rest of the haciendas up from underneath the tarp, or I call it tarp, just not have to say landscape fabric, and put that on top, and eventually get all the rocks that I put around the sago palm over here. I'll probably pay someone to do that because I'm just getting too old for this. So I got to take this flagpole, I got to drag it all the way to the back. Oliver's been very good back there. He's been a very good boy. No barking, no complaining. So I'm going to take a break from this, put my tools up except for my landscape staples and this roll right here. But I'm going to definitely put up my DeWalt stuff because I have too much foot traffic and things do tend to disappear. So let me get that done, try to get rid of this headache from bending over, and I'll see you when I get back. So you have to excuse my squeaky shoes. I have to wear orthopedic inserts and they scrub the sides of my shoes when I walk. What are you doing? Say everything I'm not supposed to. Hello, Mr. Oliver. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, baby. Oh, yeah. I got to put landscape fabric right here. And these are the podocarpus that I'm moving. This tall one here and these little spindly ones, which I think those are the ones I grew from seed. I don't remember. And just up to here, just move these. And then I have a couple with some seedlings right there, or saplings, whichever. And I just, as you know, I planted these arborvitae. These are green thujas, and they're going to grow and create a screening. Look at that beautiful fog over there. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, so let's get out to the front of the house, or the side of the house. Now, all of these podocarpus were planted at the same time as these to right here. The problem is that I had to move all of these when I had the land resurveyed, and these were too close to the property line. So these have struggled for years. And so what I have to do is move these. There's Oliver looking all sad. I'm going to move the big ones first and fill in these gaps where I've had podocarpus die. And there's my Anna apple, and she is in bloom. I mean, she is budding out. Look at her. Wow, she's really wanting to, she's going for it this year. This one, I don't know what the problem is. For some reason, sometimes podocarpus just die out in certain branches, and the rest of the plant is fine. I don't get it. And then I'll be able to start mowing through here. And I think this weekend I'm going to burn that pile right there. I just got to check it for anything living in it. So I'm going to quit talking and just get the bigger ones moved. That one, and this one. I'll probably move this one first. I'll probably just move it. I'm going to keep that open. I'll just move it to right here. So let's go. I was editing this video and I just realized that I lost the footage of what it looked like when I completed this project. So let's tiptoe around, and here you go. They all look really good. Some of them are turning yellow, but those aren't the ones I transplanted. You can see the dirt is not, or the soil is not disturbed around it. So every now and then they kind of just go through something where they just turn yellow and then they correct themselves. I don't know what it is. But this is how it turned out. I never did spray, I just didn't get around to it. But the pollen is insane. And it still looks really good. The lawnmower deck is broken, so I can't mow. But everything looks really good. In comparison, see, it's March 14th. And as you can see, this hump right here, that's all of those canna lilies that want to come up. And I'm just not going to let them. If I have to come out here and step on them, but they make great chop and drop. And I have a pup coming through. Wow, that thing punctured through. That's amazing. That thing punctured through landscape fabric. And here's another one coming up right there. You see it? Look at that. That thing punctured through landscape fabric. And here's another pup coming up. So I'm going to have to come out here and dig these up. Not today. I don't see any growth coming out of the tops. So it's growing from the bottom down. Oh yeah. And occasionally I'll just have to come out here and just pull these weeds. I forgot what this is called. Henbit. I don't remember what it's called. But all of these got fertilized, everything. Oh, there's one right there. See it? There's another one. So anyway, this is how it turned out. I just got a big hump of canna lilies. But they're not, I'm not going to let them grow. These things are so invasive where I live. Ah, that's the problem. They're getting sunlight that reflects off the wall and it's getting under here. I see. I forgot I ran out of landscape staples. Oh, and one more thing. I transplanted this and look at that. It's got cones. It's got cones coming out. So this is a male plant. This is a male podocarpus. See, this one has cones too. See the cones? So everything turned out great. Even this big one. That was the biggest one I moved. It all turned out great. Alright, so I'm just going to open this right down the center. Oh yeah, it's still nice and... Oh yeah. Very, very moist. Okay. I will probably let them soak a little bit more, but we'll see. Alright, so I am also going to be potting up those plants that I bought. I'm just going to put soil in here. I'll put them in a tray, in this tray right here where they are currently, and let them soak up some more water. Do not break on me. There we go. Oh, look at the root system. Look at that. Very healthy. Put some soil around to help hold it up. There we go. As you can see in the bottom of this, I finished putting the silicone in here. So now I spread it very wide on the inside and the out. That way I would make sure that there wouldn't be any leaks. What I have here is a rosy maidenhair fern from Costa Farms, and I'm going to be planting it in here and hanging these in the house somewhere. So let me go ahead and put some potting mix in here. Now I have to be careful because these are not going to be draining, but it's going to be in such a low light area it won't matter. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I probably will come back and put a succulent in here. I'm not really sure. Now maidenhairs do not like to be touched. And here's the root system on it. They have dark roots apparently. So I'll probably put a succulent on the other side. Or either put this, you know what? I'm just going to put that fern on that side. How about those apples? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of tickle the feathers a little bit. Tickle the roots a little bit. Put it down in here. And put some soil around the base. Put some soil around that base. There we go. I need to go and get some moss from the store. Now before covering this up, I'm going to go ahead and just put this in with it. I don't see why not. And this is a mini Adam fern, again from Costa Farms. And here's the root system on it. Just kind of tickle it a little bit and take these tags out. Mash that down. This fern will lay down. This ivy will lay down with gravity will pull it down. And I'm going to pack that in here. Get it all the way around. And wash off this container. I'll probably come back with some succulents. I don't know. I've never really used these planters before, but we'll see. I'm going to get really good on top of this maidenhair fern. We'll see. I think I'm going to hang these in the picture window in the living room. But I'll come back and put some moss in at another time. Alright, so let me go water these in and wash off the pot. So for the next few days, I'm just going to let these guys hang right here. I've got them on a nail and make sure it doesn't leak.